Hey everyone, I'm Nurse TLC, a public health nurse with over 20 years experience living with EDS. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday, where we talk about healing through van life, nature, and real strategies for living well with chronic illness. Let's dive in. Good morning. If you hear something weird, it's the tea kettle right next to me. It looks like it's boiling, so hold on. All right, cool. I already had some coffee, so I decided to have some tea at this point. Really quick. And of course, it's really hot, so here we go. And I got my same cup that I always use. Good morning. I saw Topi, aka Tracy, in the house first. Right here. Good morning. And of course, my voice is always hoarse in the morning. It has to do with the dystonia of the vocal cords. And Sage is right next to me right here. Oh, she's looking right now. Let's say hi. She's saying hi. Let me take these. Let's unplug these cords. Get them out of the way. There she is. All right. I think we're good now. Oh, thank you. I didn't do my hair today, as you can tell. Nope, I didn't do my hair today. It was one of those mornings. Sometimes it's just one of those mornings. What can I say? And Joanne's in the house as well. Good morning, Joanne. Anyway, there might be just a few of us, but that's all good. That's okay. Just thought we'd hang out for a while, and you can ask me whatever you want. Or we just hang out, one or the other. This might be too hot. Oh, it's good though. Oh, look, Cheryl, Van Girl Cheryl's in the house. It always throws me for a loop when there's a name and it's not the channel name. So it's like I know now it's like recognition, but at the beginning when it would say Shirley Frederickson, I'd be like, is that Van Girl Cheryl? And now I know it is. Like Ava has several channels, so Ava throws me for a loop sometimes. I have to read the whole name and then it clicks. But yeah, so like Jolly Matilda, when you changed your name from Topi to what, like multiple names, I got really thrown. Yeah, you can change it, but I don't know if you can only change it like every 15 days or something. I know that because I changed Van Life Voyages to just Roll With Us Official. And so I had to go on the one page, what's it called? I don't know. Certain page, and it lets you change it, but only lets you change it like once every 15 days or something. Yeah, I first knew you as Topi, so I just then I got used to saying Tracy, and then it's Topi, Tracy, or Jolly. But I love the name Matilda too, so I mean I like that name too. So it's like whatever. That's how I go. I go well, like Dee likes to call me Tanya, but I go by but I'm also Tanya, and so like when I was a kid and they'd always call me Tanya, like at school, but my mom named me Tanya after Tanya Tucker. But it's Tanya Tucker. See, it's weird. Like my mom said she named me after Tanya, but calls me Tanya. So it's like, what in the world? But you didn't put an O, you put an A. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So yeah, so you already have a name from when you were singing. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot you were already an artist before. Yeah. But like when we were going by Van Life Voyages, the reason why we changed it to just Roll With Us at the beginning, I mean at the end of last year, was because Derek wasn't traveling and doing van life anymore, and he'd been in the hospital a ton. So the point, we were just going to record him doing his regular shenanigans at base camp, basically, which is constant. And then what he does go places. Obviously, he's the commander of our local VFW, and he gives all kinds of speeches and stuff. And so he he's always up to something. But then he just decides he doesn't want me to like do it full time anymore, like recording him and stuff like that. He doesn't, because he's involved with the VFW and blah blah blah, and we got the Airbnb. He just wanted to be more on the back burner. That's really what happened. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, we all get confused like with different names show up, because when they started the handle, which is the at and then the name, like years ago, there were no handles on YouTube. So we only saw your channel name. So then when they went to handles, it started throwing everybody off, because if your handle didn't match your channel name, then it would be like a new person. Like we didn't realize it was the same person. It's just how it shows up now as a handle. And so that's what started happening. I'm hoping you can hear me because I have a mic right here. You can see it off to the corner. Oh, so Matilda is okay. That's cool. Jolly Matilda. That makes sense. So I love the name Matilda, like I said, and my van's name is Betty White. So, you know, it doesn't even go with my name, but anyway, her name's Betty White. And Shirley has Laverne and Shirley, which I think is super cute. So Shirley has Laverne as her van's name, which I think is super creative. Laverne and Shirley. That's so cute. Oh, sorry if I'm slurping real loud on. It's just, yeah. Yeah. She's since day one, she's been Betty. No, you know what? She had another name, and it was a Dutch name. What was her name? Like for the first few months before I settled on Betty White, it was Van Down. It was like Van Down by the river, but in Dutch. And now I don't even remember how to say it, but that's funny. Yeah. So what was it? What was her name? I don't know, because Derek's mom's Dutch, and so we just thought it was a cool name, but nobody knew what it meant. So I settled on Betty White because she's a big white van. So, and she's sassy like me, sassy like Betty White. Look at Sage right there on the pillow. It says Namaste in bed right behind her, and that's how she is. She's like, I just want to stay in bed. No, she's already been out this morning. She was outside sunbathing for like a half an hour, and then she wanted to come back to bed. Ah, so there you go. Yeah, super cute. So you got a personalized plate. That's awesome. Yeah, this has been, you guys know I had to well, some of you might know, I had to get a new laptop because I was my everything started crashing. And that's stressful enough when you're a content creator. But then when you have to reload everything onto a new laptop, like all your apps you use, like software, like editing stuff, it becomes really stressful. And so I got my laptop on Monday. Oh, and then I'm transferring the old laptop to Derek. So I wanted to get off all the stuff he didn't need because he makes lots of flyers and does a lot of social media for the VFW. So he needed his own anyway, but he doesn't need to do editing and stuff, which requires a whole lot more stuff on your computer. So I had to go and get rid of, like, try to take everything off of that one, make sure it's on the new one. What a pain. That's all I can say. It's a pain. So I think as of today, so that's Monday. I got it Monday. So only 2 days I've had to do all this. Crazy. Oh, it keeps him very busy. Like, he's the boss, and it's not like a regular like club VFW. It's a bar and restaurant. So he's managing a bar, a restaurant, a club, like keeping the lights on, paying all the bills, doing all the fundraisers, doing all the volunteers, which everybody there's a volunteer. So, like, I volunteered on Thanksgiving, I was the hostess. And so I'm just like greeting everybody and, making them feel at home and stuff like that. But he's there a lot. He's there like 3-4 days a week. So that's another reason he's not going on any trips and stuff, because soon as one thing, like as soon as he literally goes to a doctor's appointment, say in Long Beach, which is 4 hours away, somebody needs something every time. Oh my gosh. Yes. The new laptop has been the most stressful thing ever in the last, like, when my laptop started not being able to edit, it's what it is I didn't have that much RAM. Okay, I bought this laptop in 2020. That's when I started Van Life Voyages. So it's, 5, almost 6 years old. A lot of laptops, they need to be upgraded. Well, I had better than most. So it was like a gaming computer back then. So I had more graphics than most, but there's graphics cards, there's RAM, there's all kinds of stuff. And if the editing software keeps getting better and better, so it's not, my computer couldn't keep up with the editing unless it's super basic. And I was getting frustrated. It was taking me 2-3 days just to edit less than 10 minutes of video, like crazy. So it was just stressful. Yay, Joanne, I hope it helped you. Right now I'm having mint because it helps my sinuses. It's mint and green tea because I need a little caffeine. So that's what I'm having right now, mint and green tea. But I do love my chamomile in the evening, and I love my turmeric for my body, obviously, anti-inflammatory. Nettle is good. Nettle does a lot of different things in the body, actually. It does. It sounds really nice. I might show you guys a preview of the apothecary. Because I have been working on all this stuff. I've been working on seems like a million stuff. I don't know, but there's only a few of us here. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe till after the holidays, maybe I won't do many lives because it's like people are busy, which I understand because I am too. We're all busy. We're all busy. And there'll be eventually kids coming to visit. And I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I try to teach what I know. I was going to show you guys this. It's a good idea. Now that Joanne said that, it reminded me. I looked back because those are my books. All the books that I use are right. I can't even point right here. Let me move the camera. I have books on both ends up there on that shelf. But those are my favorite books as far as essential oils, herbs. They're my Bibles, not the Bible. The Bible is right there. I have the Bible, and then these are my herbal books. Cause insomnia. Interesting. That's one I haven't actually heard of with turmeric. But I'm sure if it's mixing with the Cymbalta, my daughter takes Cymbalta and she has no problem with turmeric, but I used to take Cymbalta and I didn't have a problem. I took Cymbalta for years, but it stopped working. So I'm like, yeah, with the Cymbalta, I can see it's weird. That's the terrible thing about medication. I mean, it's a little bit confusing how to do it safely when you're working with herbs and medications, and sometimes you get those reactions and you won't know. Yeah, and you have to, sometimes it's not going to say in any kind of book that you shouldn't mix these two. That's the thing. Oh, you found out. Oh, so that's where your pain's coming from. Wow. Interesting. I'm glad you found out. Yeah, it stopped working. I was on maximum dose and it stopped working, but I'd already been on multiple, throughout the years, but yeah, my daughter it works for, but she's much younger than me. Made you dizzy? Well, Celebrex I can't be on because it's my gut issues. So unfortunately, I can't be on any of the NSAID group of medications. But I keep hitting my mic. I'm so sorry. Oh Lord, I was gonna climb up there and get my books. Maybe. Well, maybe. I don't know if it's necessary or not. But I could show you a quick some of my herbs. I have a ton in the cabinet above, which is the apothecary cabinet, but I can show you my little wall and stuff so far. Yeah, my issue. That's my issue. I can't take anything like that because it actually causes for me um small ulcers. So because nothing moves through my system very quickly, so it sits and causes like ulcers, so I can't be on that, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera so you can see. Look, see, there's my teapot and there's some herbs. Look at my wall things. Isn't it cute? Sorry, now I got to get it back. Well, that's just a preview. I've got a whole bunch above that in the cabinet. Yeah, yeah, I had one time I had a GI bleed, so that's a no. Yeah, I did. I like it. It's cute, and the whole cabinet above is like organized and everything. So I'm excited about it, and be able to show you guys how I make stuff in the van or outside the van, out in nature. Because a lot of you know, some don't. Oh, Floss is here. Welcome. Um, I had an all natural soap and body product company called Urban, like herbs, Urban Seduction. And so, like, I developed it from like a little farmer's market stand to shipping all over the I was gonna say friggin' shipping all over the country. I did not ship outside the country. Sorry, Canada. I just couldn't deal with it. I got too much orders, which was a not a bad thing. I mean, I had a lot of orders in Michigan, like everywhere. So I was like, as fast as I could make the stuff or have the stuff made, because I had to hire people, teach them how to do all this. My daughter ran the stand. Derek was the shipper and phone call person because I was still working as a nurse. It was nuts. So I have a lot of experience, but I developed it all myself from the ground up. Every recipe is mine. So it's quite a love. But all through the van life voyages years, when I had medically retired from my nursing, I kind of stopped doing it. But now I'm obviously back. Nice. Yay. Hopefully that helps a ton. Hopefully you can get it back. That would be amazing. Yeah, I use CBD, obviously. I mean, I've talked about it before. I like CBD oil, and I've had to, do a lot of my own education and figure out what worked best for me over time. But and every a lot of people say they try one and they say, "Oh, CBD didn't work for me." But just like medications, it's not going to work for everybody on one type. There's a whole bunch of types. So you can't just try one CBD online and say, "Oh, it didn't work." That's not how it works. Unfortunately, you have to try. But yes, Joanne, I'm so excited for you. If you can get fixed that quickly, that would be amazing. Wow. What a blessing. What a blessing. I know you've been suffering a lot. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Yeah, and there's sativa and indica types of what you call weed or CBD, or the CBD is the part of the plant. So there's the THC, which is most weed, and then there's CBD, which is part of the plant. And for medical marijuana, you want almost equal amounts of THC and CBD. So just smoking regular weed to, I guess, relax or help you eat or whatever is different than medical marijuana. So here in California, it's also legal, but I only use a dispensary that is medical marijuana. I don't use a regular dispensary because I'm not looking for like to go get high, or like I'm looking for the medicinal properties of the plant to help with my dystonia and neurological issues. So it's a little different than, say, because I do have fibromyalgia and chronic pain. If I was just treating the chronic pain and not trying to treat the spasms and neurological issues, that might be one thing, but I have to try to treat everything. So it's a little bit tough. But yeah, the gummies can be almost too powerful for me. Like I'll be couch locked. No, it's not. It's not. It's not from a pinched nerve. It's not from stenosis. It's not. It's from the brain. It's unfortunately because I didn't have the stenosis when I first had the dystonia. I had the dystonia first that caused the stenosis, unfortunately. Yeah. It's a movement disorder like Parkinson's. It's in my brain, unfortunately. There is, which I've declined, and I'm going to decline until the last, till everything stops working. There's a pacemaker for the brain called DBS, deep brain, what is stimulation, deep brain stimulation. And they put a pacemaker in that portion of the brain to control the, like, disrupt the movement that's causing the spasms. And so far I've declined it. I've said no, because I don't want a darn brain surgery unless I can't control it at all, like with the Botox or anything, or the CBD oil, which does help. Yeah, you still have to experiment. Well, for me, it works best if I can get CBD and THC almost equal, which is called 1-to-1. If you look at, there'll be a 2-to-1, 2 CBD to 1 THC molecule, or 4-to-1, like different types. And then I can't have sativa because I have POTS. And so the sativa makes me have tachycardia. So I have to have indica. Indica 1-to-1. But again, that's me. But that's after a lot of research and, like, and it's a tincture typically. I don't smoke it. I never smoke it. Although you can get like vapor, like vapes type of thing, but I prefer the tincture that goes under the tongue. Well, I make my own tinctures, but not CBD because I don't have any marijuana plants, so I don't know how to do all that. Yeah, when I worked at the doctor's office, he always recommended glucosamine, and it helps a lot of people. Although I don't know why, but I forgot about it because I'm probably on a million supplements, but that's one I forgot. So I'm glad you reminded me. Good. Look at Sage back there. Look at her. Oh, getting comfortable. Yeah, you can get it without THC. CBD only. You can get CBD only, which is legal in all 50 states. The part that's not legal in all 50 states is the THC under, obviously under marijuana. Yeah, I don't even know. I think it's 5 here in California. But I'm not into like smoking it or rolling it or anything like that. But I do like the tinctures. There's like, where I get it, you can get like the alcohol type of tinctures, which is what I typically do for my own tinctures. Or they have like oil, like sesame oil, where it's the extraction method. So if you can extract, I think you can get more of the plant by extracting with alcohol, but it's not like you're drinking a bunch of alcohol. It's a little bit under your tongue. It's not going to make you all loopy or anything. Oh no. Okay, Shirley, bye. See you later. Thanks for coming. The only problem with Amazon is quality control. I mean, if you're getting one that works for you, is good, but a lot of their cheapo stuff is like basically nothing. It's like a sugar pill or something. But you just got to know. You just got to research and try and see what works for you, because I have to be like very diligent with what I hold on, somebody messaged me. Oh, it's just Walmart. Well, it's just, well, look at me. I had how many 4 months of problems with the van. I'm still babying it. 4 months. But you've had over 1 million miles, so you're doing good. I haven't even hit 100,000 yet, and mine's acting up. So this right here, like people that are anti-weed, they don't necessarily understand that CBD is different. And so, like, I was constantly trying to educate people that are anti-weed about, listen up. I'm not talking about smoking weed and then not doing anything and just laying back on the couch all day and what they call couch locked and or munchies all day, like the stereotype. It's like you want the cannabinoids, the high cannabinoids, and you can get, I was going to say they do it a little different, so I can't really even say that. But like there's a place online that started, it's in Colorado, so you know everything's legal there, but it's also legal in all 50 states. They have a high CBD called Charlotte's Web, and it's out of Colorado. But the reason I know so much about it is because I had a bunch of kids with seizure disorder that were trying it, and they were having such good results with their seizures with this high CBD oil called Charlotte's Web. So I know it can help neurological issues such as seizure disorder and ADHD and autism as far as behavioral issues. It's not going to cure your autism. It's going to help with behavioral issues. And it will help with seizures in some people, not everybody. But so if you want to go online and look up Charlotte's Web CBD, you can see what, see all their testimonials there basically. But it has no THC in it, or very little, 0.03% or something like that. Yeah, it was too long when my van was in the shop forever. Yeah, exactly. That's Derek too. Good. Whatever works. Whatever works. The problem with the THC that people don't know is that they're either using all THC, they're not balancing the two. Because if you balance the CBD with the THC, all you feel is relaxed. You don't feel tired. You don't feel munchies. You don't feel dizzy. You don't feel weird. You don't feel it's like balanced. So they kind of are synergistic with each other, but it's hard to find unless you're at a medical marijuana dispensary. It's not like you're just going to go online and find it at all. In fact, they can't ship it. So that's your first problem. But in California, like I have the medical marijuana dispensary, and they're allowed to ship to only California addresses, obviously. So and it's like all organic, and I've done a lot of research, so I trust these people. Yeah, the seizures in kids were amazing. That research, because you guys know I was a school nurse first. So as a school nurse, when I was reading so much and watching so many videos on CBD oil and helping the cannabinoids, helping the brain and seizures and stuff. So to me, if a doctor wrote a script for CBD, it wasn't allowed on school campuses just because the laws, but the parents could come and give it to their child. And then eventually, once the laws changed, we were able to eventually give it, but it had to be the no THC kind or whatever. That's awesome, Floss. Very awesome. Very awesome. Anyway, I was going to school because of the CBD and THC, but I don't remember everything I learned. But I went to a class for basically to be a consultant for medical marijuana at the beginning for CBD oil. And that was years ago, so I don't remember everything about every type. I just know there's thousands of combinations and different types. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, wow, that's horrible. Yeah, that's terrible. Fell into the water. Wow. That's crazy. That's awful. That's really awful. Anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else that's going on. Yeah, that's terribly tragic. Yeah, so seizures, yeah, they can be scary. Well, especially if you're on the water or like I used to do paddleboard yoga, so that just made me think if I was on the paddleboard doing yoga and I had a seizure, how terrible that would be. Fall off the board and into the water, terrible. Yeah, so sorry for your loss. That's just terrible. I can't imagine. Yeah. There was a kid this last summer who drowned in the lake at 4th of July, but nobody knows why. Like his friends were there and they just saw him going under, and but he's a really good swimmer, and nobody, they could see him like kind of gasping and stuff, but they don't know why he all of a sudden started drowning, and then they couldn't find him. He was underwater and they couldn't find him. It took like a whole day for them to find him. Yeah, so I don't think it would be hard. It would be hard to, that's terrible. If I lost a child, yeah, if I lost a child, I don't think I'd ever be the same either. No way. Yeah, that kid drowned, and his friends saw him go under, so they tried to get him out of the water and rescue him, but he was already like not near the boat. So they were like trying to find him, but he, the water was murky. They couldn't see. And so it was sad. He was like 18 or something, that kid. But I only know about it because I was at the lake during 4th of July and we saw a bunch of rescue boats and everything near where we were. And they were, lights shining, trying to find him. And it was just tragic. Oh, Lord, Joanne. Those are the age of my kids. My daughter's 27 and my son's 29. So, right in the middle of my two kids' ages. How tragic. How tragic. I feel so bad for you. I can't imagine. Terrible. And then you kind of wonder what grief does to the body, if it's a long term grief. That's what I sometimes wonder. Do you guys want to? I'm just asking you guys, since you guys are always here, do you think we should not do lives for a while? Do you think we should move the time to later in the day? Do you think we should? What do you think we should do? Um, just I like to hang out with you guys, and you guys can ask me whatever. Like I like to have different topics, but I don't want to be taking up people's time during the holidays. When it's valuable and stressing. Don't want you guys to have to be here when you have important things to do, getting ready for the holidays and such. Um, yeah, I know my health started going worse down when my mom died. Like my mom passed away, you know, you guys know, suddenly in her sleep, and then I was going through this medical mystery, and I do know that it did affect me. Okay. Yeah, it's got my eyes twitching now because that just feeling bad for you, Joanne, made my eye twitch. The dystonia, I get the spasms in my eyes real bad, but that just triggered something. Just yeah, the grief is terrible. Darn it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's this eye and it's spasming like severely. You can kind of see it jumping. Maybe, maybe not on camera, but it's annoying. So if I'm blinking a million times, that's why. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're part of the community, Joanne. So you're never alone. You can just get on our videos or ask questions in the comments or whatever. It actually helps me because then I come up with topics and I come up with things to talk about. So I don't mind if you ask a bunch of questions or put, you know, comments down, because then it gives me ideas of what to talk about, what needs to be covered, what I forgot, because my brain is like constantly forgetting. Yeah. The holidays, that's also a decent topic, because there's a lot of people that are grieving loved ones around the holidays, especially because everybody's with their families, and especially if you don't have anybody. Like, obviously I have my own family, Derek and my kids, but above me, elders, I don't have. Yeah, stay close to your sister for sure. So I don't have like an extended family. I have my nuclear little family basically. But like, I miss my mom, my grandma, my aunts, everybody terribly. We had the best holidays. It was so much fun, and now it's like it seems like it's just so small now. Yeah, it's, you know what, you need to get into somewhere like Derek and I are, you know, a lot at the VFW. So if you can find a place to go to chill with people, just hang out. It's that's You don't, at our VFW, you don't have to be a member to go hang out because they serve food. So we encourage people to come in that just want to hang out and chill and talk to people. But I don't know what clubs or what you have in your area. But that's another thing, is if you can find somewhere to just have fun and hang out. Or online groups. Yeah, like Derek being the commander, he's constantly like restaurant. As long as there's food being served, people from the public can come in. So, and then ours is only open till 6 p.m. on weekdays and like 10 p.m. on Fridays or something like that. And then Sundays, we have Sunday brunch for football and stuff. But typically, it's only open at lunchtime during the week. I mean, we have Taco Tuesday, we have Burger Day, we have Friday night dinners, we have music events, we have Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners, all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah. Wait till after your surgery. Wait till after your surgery, then go. Like, after your surgery, when you're feeling a lot better and you can walk and you're done with your physical therapy, then go find a place that you can go hang out. See, so you made your own little family, Floss. Made your own little family. So you got a roommate, you got Jimmy, so you kind of made your own family, which is great. Yeah, that's awesome that you've created your own little family. So my kids don't live nearby either. They live in Seattle, which is still West Coast, but way up there. And Derek does have one son that lives close by, and he's a sheriff. And then his other son's in Oregon. So we don't get to see our kids that often. But both my kids will be here for Christmas. So that's going to be very fun. Oh, it's okay, Tommy. We're just chilling. There's no agenda today. We're just talking. We're just hanging out. I didn't have, I try to do at least once a month just a hangout session. And then other days I'll have topics as I find in the comments or something. So sometimes it's just depending on what the topic is that I'm doing a video on, and sometimes it's just comments people have made that I come up with ideas. But this week I'm chilling because I had a laptop malfunction and I had to get a new laptop, and it's been days and days of wasted time trying to set up my laptop that I'm on right now. So it's obviously working, my new laptop. And I'm on StreamYard, so it seems to be working. It hasn't been glitching. And we have to use Starlink here because we're in the mountains and there's no reliable internet that much. So between all these things, technical stuff, I'm lucky I'm even streaming right now, basically. So I couldn't come up with a whole agenda, what to talk about, plan with all this going on this week. So that's why I was late posting the link and all kinds of stuff. So I decided, let's just chat, talk, ask questions, just be amongst friends. I'm cool with just hanging out, or I'm cool with covering topics, whatever people want. I don't even think I put any notes this week. Did I put? Nope, I didn't even put any notes. That tells you what my week's been like if I don't even put any notes down. I couldn't even remember if I made any notes for this live. I didn't tell anybody, D. So you can spring it to them here in this chat right now. Because I'm never going to tell your business without you. So I think people are seeing right here, your comment will probably get the idea of what's going on. Okay, Topi. Son's here to really see him. He works so much, does his thing. I know, that's another issue with kids. Yeah, D's in the house. That's okay, D. It was not a big deal. We've just been hanging out. I've been sipping tea and we've been chilling and hanging out. That's it. Nothing was going on. You didn't miss nothing. I just wanted to hang out today. So that's what we're doing. Talking about stuff that affects people during the holidays. Yeah, if you can make a community with some friends that you can tolerate. I have a little bit of a hard time with people my age because I'm 53 and nobody has chronic illness. So they all think I can just, because I look like this, I look normal. They all think I can just run 100 miles an hour with them, hike, do everything they can do. Go to stores, go to restaurants. I'm exhausted just doing the slightest thing. So if they want me to go all day with them, Christmas shopping, go to lunch, go do this or that, it's not happening, unfortunately. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. There you go. Now you guys can chat about that. Yeah, she'll do a live after she moves. I'm sure I'll help her with that. Obviously she's got a lot going on with the holidays and moving, so I'm sure her and I will do a live and get you guys all up to date with everything. Yeah, or she can do her own video, obviously, but if she wants to do a live, I can help her with that for sure. Hi, Sage, what happened? Come on. Do you need to go outside? Oh, you're staying in with mom. I hear people out there too. No, you're not going out there by yourself. She hears people outside the van. So that's why. Do a video, D. Yeah, tell us about it. Yeah. Oh, how cool is that? That's super cool. Yeah, D. How is your mouth? Is it hurting? Are you fine? I didn't even think about that. I know you still don't like your aphasia, but I forgot you can't put your dentures in. You won't have teeth for a while. Yeah, I get it. Forgot. I mean, it didn't even dawn on me, the no teeth thing. But eventually, when you get new teeth and you're moved or whatever and you're not stressed out, we'll do a live. But in the meantime, you can do a video if you want to explain. If you don't worry about it. There's a lot going on. I know everybody misses seeing you. Go ahead, get up there in your seat. What's the problem? Come on. You're not going out. She wants to go look out the window. I'll let her look out the window. Hold on 1 second. We're going to try something. I tried it last time, but I'm going to try it again. I don't know. Maybe it won't work. I guess it's not working right now, so that just goes to tell me. Okay, hold on. Let me get her to where she can jump in her little seat. Okay, come on. Here you go, Sage. Here you go. Come on. Up. Good girl. Good girl. Sorry, I was trying to put up the be right back thing and it didn't work. Switch hours with someone else. Oh, cool. The new Wicked. I know that green Wicked or whatever. I don't know. I saw somebody else's post about it. Wow, that long? Wow. Oh, it did display? Okay. On my end, it did not display. So that's why I was like, okay, good. So it did display, but it probably didn't stay up because I kept pushing it. Sorry. It looked like I could be right back. It's still showing. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Is it off? Okay, cool. Well, now I know it worked, but it didn't work on my end. Like I can't see it, but it's highlighted. So I guess that's how, if it's highlighted, it works. Okay, good. Well, that was an experiment anyway. So now I know that as long as that is highlighted, it will show. And even if it's not showing on my screen. So I unhighlighted it and then it went away for you guys. So you guys let me know how that worked. So good. Awesome. Because there's all these new little things in StreamYard to use. It has all kinds. There's festive borders, breaking news, like and sub. Let's try this one. Do you see that down there? It showed up on my screen. Can you hear me still? Nice. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that worked. Okay, good. I'm glad you can see there's all these different ones. There's borders you can put around, like Thanksgiving borders or Christmas borders. And so that was new for me. And you can use these different overlays. I know. I've never heard of 2 to 3 months. Because Derek even got implants. It took a long, like he had to do a lot, grafts and everything to get his implants. But he didn't go without on soft food for that long. Yeah, because I got the Black Friday special and I got a cheap I basically, if I could get the words out, StreamYard offered me a very good Black Friday sale. And so that's why I have all these new overlays that I've never used before. And all this, and I have the intro and outro now and stuff like that because it's very expensive. StreamYard is now for the paid version. But I waited till I got Black Friday and then I got it for cheap. Oh, Lucretia's in the house. That's okay. That's why I was asking people, do we want to move this till like Lucretia and I are on the West Coast. And so I don't know if we want to move the live stream to a little bit later. Is this a good time for people? I'm good on a Wednesday to do it a little later if people want to do it a little later. Like, what do you guys feel like? Is mornings bad for you? Is like a little bit later better for you? Like, what do you guys think? Because we don't have to do live streams at all. I'm with D, like it's stressful sometimes, but yeah, so it's noon for you guys it's just us on the West Coast that have the that it's early still for, or it was early when I started this 9. We're just barely getting our stuff done. So I'm good with this time, but if you guys wanted me to do it a little later, I can adjust. So just let me know. Okay, good time. Noon for you guys. Yeah, because we could go 1 more hour back if you wanted. If you like it at lunchtime for you guys in the Midwest, just let me know. Yeah, I know. It's all good. It's all good. I'm only doing it to keep a routine. I don't expect you guys to be here every week. Like, if you can, great. If you can't, also great. Like, I know that I can't be at every live stream with my schedule. If you guys, I'm not at right now, I'm actually at base camp. And so I can hear Hank and Derek outside the van right now. Derek has a wheelchair repair guy coming to help repair his wheelchair so he doesn't have to go all the way to Long Beach for it. Thank God. So some guy drove all the way up here from Long Beach to repair his wheelchair. So if you hear dogs barking, voices, it's just Derek and Hank out there. But I'm always in the van because this is my little studio on wheels. I live here like 24/7, even though I have a base camp or a home base. You could ask D. D will tell you that I live in here, even if I have a base camper. I just park in the driveway and plug in off and on, off and on. I mean, I'm at the lake a lot. I'm at the river. I'm at the lake, stuff like that. But I can hear Hank barking at the at the repair guy out there. Oh, so for you, it's an hour back. Okay, I forgot. You're on Mountain Time. Okay, it's all good. We can adjust. Yeah, we can adjust. In fact, if you guys don't want to do anything till after the first of the year, that's fine too. If you guys want to chill and do your holidays and not have any lives, I'm good with that too. So you guys just tell me what you want to do. I can adjust because I'm always working on this channel basically. So, or at the VFW if Derek needs help. If Derek doesn't need, I mean, I'm not obviously on the road because the van is not reliable enough to go anywhere too far. So I'm at the lake, I'm at the river, I'm all over the darn place because I live in the Sequoia National Forest. But I do love to travel and I would love to drive up the Oregon coast again to head to Seattle. And that's why I am scared to death of this van breaking down for 4 months again. Lord, that 4 months traumatized me. I swear I have PTSD from breakdowns. 4 different breakdowns within a short amount of time will do that to you. Oh, you can't? Good. So that means, okay, good. Because that means that this mic right here is picking up my voice and not the background. So okay. Lucretia does lives too. So I'm just gotta, I have to either like, I'm not always on YouTube. I don't always get notifications. You know how YouTube is. They don't notify you all the time. So unless you're like on there doing something, I will forget. Like I'm sure everybody else does too. So I can hear voices behind me and I can hear Hank, but I'm glad you guys can't. So that's nice. No, D. No. Nope. You're not coming driving all the way here. You're all stressed. You got enough stress. No way. No way. And your box truck probably isn't in any better shape than mine. This van is probably. I mean, this is much newer than yours. So I would be a little scared for you to drive all this way anyway, unless you knew, or I don't think you can know with mechanical things if they're ever going to not break down. I'm just traumatized from breaking down so many times and being stranded along the road and having to take that tow truck all the way back home and everything. I'm just stressed out because of it. Yeah, not a good idea. No, not a good idea. No. You need to be a little more stable. I know it's been a year since your stroke, but you still need a little more healing. And after the move and you're not stressed out and you're healing better and you get your, everything in line, we'll talk about it for spring or summer. But like when you want to get out of Quartzsite when it's really hot, you can come here. And I'll know your route and if I need to rescue you or not. Not that I can rescue in this thing, obviously, but Derek does finally have his minivan back. Because once we got this van after 4 months, then we dropped Derek's minivan off in Long Beach for the ramp was not coming out, which he needs to be able to get in and out. So then we had 2 more months without a vehicle. So 6 months we were sharing. Terrible. Yeah, I couldn't do that. That makes me gag just thinking about it. But I could do smoothies. I don't know that I could puree foods though. Anyway, if you guys want to end, if it's been over an hour, we can. Or we can keep chatting. It's up to you guys. There's 10 people in the chat right now, so if you want to just keep chatting. Also, there's 10 people now, so we could, if I did want to move it back 1 hour, maybe more people would be able to join early. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the notifications or is it the later time? I don't know. Yeah, just concentrate on yourself. And if you can't do a video every week while you're going through all this, don't worry about that either. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything. Try not to. Yeah, that's me too. I take a lot of protein shakes. Like if I had to go without eating, I would drink protein shakes or add protein powder to smoothies or something. But yeah, I couldn't puree. I don't know. That would be, I don't, I mean, it's the same thing if you're chewing your food together, I guess. It's just, it's a texture thing for me. Yeah. So I think you should let yourself recover, let your teeth heal, get your new dentures and all that. And we'll talk about a visit down the road. Yeah, it's more just to hang out with you guys. That's what I like. I just want to hang out with you guys. See, this is what's crazy is you never know if you're going to get notified or not. And if you don't have like all of the all checked or whatever, then it's not, you're not going to get notified. It's crazy. Yeah, me neither. I couldn't just, it's just the idea of it. It's like a block in my head. But there's a lot of people that have no problem with that. So I guess we'll just keep the same time for now. Yeah, it's a whole, the way it looks for me and the texture. I'm just weird. But I can do soups. I love soups. So maybe I just need to make it look like a soup, like a thick soup or a creamy soup. I don't know. But here's what it is. You guys know that I've had a lot of issues with my health and stuff. And one of the things I had real bad was called gastroparesis. And so for 3 years, I was on a feeding tube. So anything that looks like stuff you can't eat or like pureed, or it just does a gag reflex from when I had gastroparesis and I had the feeding tube. So I think it's never going to get better as far as certain textures and the way it looks. Because when you have a feeding tube and you can't eat, and like it was torture, really bad torture. But my GI system started working again. It stopped being paralyzed and it took a lot of work, but we're here now and I can eat. But the body's crazy sometimes as a nurse and as a patient. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. I couldn't digest. It was terrible. So I had a pump where I had the food going 20, like at night, the whole time I was sleeping. So the pump was going. And then during the day, because I was still working, I had a backpack on. And like if I needed more energy, like I was feeling too tired, then I would turn on my pump and I would have just like a hospital patient, but I was working as a nurse with that backpack going. Yeah, now it's like just because of that, like I have an aversion to certain food. I do. I have an aversion to foods just from that experience. Like not all foods I love to eat, but certain foods. I was in an experiment, like a research study at Stanford's Medical Center regarding the G tube, and I actually designed my own research study that's a story for another time. But I have an entire research paper that I helped write with my endocrinologist at Stanford. And anyway, she said I helped cure a couple of other people with issues because of it. So that's very nice. Interesting. Yeah, that's good. That's over. So I mean, I've gotten to myself, like, I have come a long way. So I'm just saying, I know a lot of things that have helped me over the years. I've come a long, long, long way. So back when nobody knew what was going on. Yeah, you can't eat meat. Like, it's going to be impossible to eat that much meat when you're trying to, with no teeth. So yeah, so that's another reason I started this channel, because I got a lot of knowledge. Oh, look at this. Spam. Political call. Decline. Decline. Anyway, guys, have a great day. I'm going to get off of here because I have to work on my video. And that's a story for another day. I'll get to one of these days. Anyway, Sage is in the front, chilling. So I'm going to let her outside with Hank since I'm here at base camp right now. And then hopefully I'll be able to get out of here in a day or two to the lake at least. But, oh, thanks, Dee. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Same time, 9 Pacific or noon Eastern or somewhere in between. Love you guys. Bye.
On the road to healing, 1 mile at a time, with desert sage and hope by my side.